I woke up pretty early. There's a lot of mosquitoes around. I woke up pretty early for some shots I'm about to get. I was actually just, I was exploring the other day, trying to find a fork in a road somewhere for a thumbnail. And I came across this little sliver of a strip, and there's nothing special really about this road other than the fact that in the mornings when fog sets in, the way the sun rises, and I'll show you in a second, the way the sun rises behind us and comes through the trees, it's pretty wild and very beautiful. So I am actually out here trying to record a video. I gotta get some drone shots for this. It's a beautiful spot, super pretty area. But it got me thinking as I'm prepping for all of this and just kind of doing all this stuff for fun that I enjoy, just going out and capturing stuff. It got me wondering and asking myself, like, am I waiting for the perfect opportunity to shoot videos? When an idea comes to mind, am I going out right away and having fun with it, taking advantage of just trying to execute on this idea, or am I bogged down by the fear of it probably won't look as good, or I don't have the right experience to go execute on this idea? And it got me thinking, how much are we held back whenever we have an idea for a video and all these insecurities just start coming up? And as a point of encouragement, I would just like to say, what if the real key to success for YouTube was not holding back when you have an idea and just going out and recording it, just taking advantage of what you have, any kind of inspiration when it hits you, just go out and make a video of it. I think the temptation to wait for the right moment is a very misleading one. And is this even on? Is this recording? Okay, yeah, it is. And I have missed a lot of I gotta be quiet because it looks like a lonely road, but there's actually neighbors around. Okay. And the thing you gotta realize is, waiting for the right opportunity may never come. If you have an idea to go talk about a certain topic, but maybe you're super busy with work, family, school, and you just kind of keep coming up with all these excuses, it can be very easy to put these ideas on the back burner, maybe even create a list and tell yourself, I'm creating an idea bank that I'm gonna go and revisit a little later. And it's a very easy thing to put off to the side and not go off and record what it is you want to record. I think the thing with ideas as well is that yes, you should execute on them as soon as possible because more ideas are coming. And if you're in the business of making videos and you constantly have to be thinking up new ways of creatively expressing yourself, or just finding new ways to say something, or just tell a story, whatever it is, you're eventually going to hit a point in your journey where ideas are going to flow. It may take a little bit to get there, and it's definitely an exercise. It's definitely a muscle you need to exercise, but you don't want to put off executing on these ideas, because ideas are going to come. The one you just had may have been a really good one, and you're going to put it on the shelf not knowing what kind of success that would have brought you, or what other thing that may have led you to. For me now, what I try and do is every time I have an idea, I write it down, I start planning it out. Now, I don't have a whole lot of time, so I've got to make a little bit of that time. One of those ways is just waking up super early. Probably, yeah, this is crazy, but I wake up around 3:15 most days of the week just to have a little bit extra time to do what I need to do, plan out my ideas, so then when I do have free time throughout the week or the weekend, I already have the outline for what I want to go do, and I just go record it. Another thing to note is that the faster you can put out an idea, the faster you'll get feedback on it. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna get people commenting and just a flood of information is gonna come in to gauge the direction you need to go in. But YouTube especially has metrics and has numbers that you can definitely start to reflect on and look at and study to see where are the trends going, what do you need to improve, where are people dropping off and losing interest, are people even clicking on it at all? So the moment you can start putting ideas out, the moment you can start putting ideas out, you'll start getting feedback super quickly, so that as your ideas evolve, you can execute on them a lot quicker. One of the temptations early on for me, it may be for some of you all, but one of the temptations early on was, I have such a good idea and I don't want to put it out while my skill is lacking. And so I was fearful of, like, what if this idea is so good, but I don't have the skills to execute on, and I don't want to do it any kind of injustice. I personally think that's an excuse, and I don't think that's a really good one, because you can always go back and redo those. You can always just go back and build upon those. But if you can put out those good ideas and do the best that you can, learn from that, revisit that back in a year, redo it again, make a series about it. There's always ways to keep building on things, but you need to put stuff out as fast as humanly possible. And that may mean just structuring your day around planning it. Inevitably, you're going to run into the issue of planning it, and so that's going to be a separate video for another day. But I really just want to get that video out there, is that if you have an idea, execute it immediately. Don't waste time. Be methodical about it, put some quality behind it, put some thought, but just be intentional, get it out there, and start learning as fast as possible, because that's the only way you're going to learn. You're only going to get feedback by putting your stuff out there, putting yourself out there, and getting either feedback from people or the metrics on the platform on which you're performing. So just thought I'd drop by, throw that out there for anybody who needed to hear it. If that did help you, encourage you, feel free to subscribe to the channel. That's just really the best way that, sorry, I'm like moving around a lot. There's mosquitoes everywhere, but it's the conditions are coming in that I need, so we're gonna get prepped up here in a moment. But if you want to support the channel, feel free to just subscribe to the channel. That's just a great free way of supporting me. And if not, just drop me a comment or ignore the video altogether. It's all the same. But we'll see you guys in the next one.